Hello everyone, welcome back to part 4 of Mummy Berserker. I'm Ultraviolent4, and we have just wandered into a Bailey. In the last episode, I was sort of exploring around a little bit before we headed into the Orcish mines, and I thought, let's have a bit of a sneak preview of what Orc will be like, so we'll come into this Bailey. No, it wasn't exactly planned. Our menus are still looking a bit funky. But I don't know why. I went down to D13. I think I was looking for Harold, maybe. And there was a Bailey. So after we do this, if we live through it, we'll be heading into Orc. I see we're met by some gnolls. In fact, there's a good chance that we're about to get pretty supremely trolled. If this is the Bailey layout I'm thinking of, it's very likely as a reward for this we're going to get a potion of experience. And as a mummy, we will not be able to quaff it. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Alright, I think we're good to go. We've been, whoa, suddenly millions of nets. Because I blocked both of them, then we get to keep them. That's nice. But I'm not too worried in here. Sometimes in this null one you get crystal plate armors, that can be fun. But if anything gets too crazy, we'll just keep up the brother-in-arms spam, which has been very strong so far. I want to get round the corner, so it looks like the Null Sergeants didn't notice us. Sorry, the Null Sergeants did. It was the Null Shamans who didn't notice us. And they have the ability to haste the other ones. Although, they've all got nets. Everyone has nets. You get a net, you get a net, everyone gets a net right now. We got 5 of them now? That's great. But yeah, we're not really afraid of Null Sergeants at this point, really. Even hasted ones. We've got plenty of AC. We've got a shield. As long as they don't have distortion weapons or anything like that. Yeah, we're fine then. I could throw brother-in-arms on, but I'm not actually afraid at all. They're good. Every one of these guys has a net. This is amazing. Now we have 9 nets. And in fact, because we're training slings, we're actually getting throwing skill. They all have nets. This is amazing. This isn't the one I thought of. I don't think this is going to be the potion of experience one. Although we haven't seen any loot so far. Here we go. A shiny scale mail. I don't really care what that is. It's not going to be better for us than fire resistance is, and we have it on a plate mail. Oh, wow. So there really was not much in here, except for millions of nets, so I can't complain too much. Quite a useful tip here, if you ever want to find everything on the floor, do Control F for find, and then just do dot. And it will show you everything. So you have a rune longbow. There was in fact a shiny crystal plate armor, so it's good that I checked for this. So let's check that out. Fire resistance crystal plate armor? No, just curse +0. Okay. As much as I would love to have a crystal plate armor. Oh hey, we got a new scroll as well. Holy word, okay, get rid of that. Get that out of here. In fact, let's test out our newly found throwing skill. We're just gonna throw this into the deep water, never to be seen again. Alright, and I guess we'll identify the amulet. It's gourmand. Every amulet we've had so far has been useless. Finally, this ring. Ring of stealth. Yeah, that's not really useful either. Okay. Alright, so yeah, other than the nets, this was pretty disappointing. That's alright. So let's see, we've got 28 AC with this crystal plate armor. I think we probably have, 27 with the fire resistance. And it's going to be better anyway, because we really need the point of RF. So let's leave. I'll drop the crystal plate armor outside. I don't know that I've ever seen a treasure trove that wants a crystal plate armor, but maybe it's possible. So if that happens, we've got it. And I guess we should probably go back upstairs. We had to fight our way here. and it was pretty sketchy. We saw an ogre mage, some other quite dangerous enemies that are maybe involved in whatever this is. There's a ruined door in there. So I think it's better to just leave D13. Oh, look at all these poison needles. It's great. We'll leave D13. We'll just go to the Orcish Mines and we'll come back later. There's also in this top corner the vault's entrance vault, which also is quite often dangerous. So where is Orc? It's on D9. I don't even care anymore. I don't have to manually walk anywhere. It's great. I can just say go there. Alright, and maybe we should have put MR on first. It's a consideration here because Orc sorcerers can paralyze. So there's some utility in having a protection from magic ring on, so you don't get first turn insta paralyzed. If I'm willing to risk that one turn, I can always put Trog's hand on, which I think I'll do. So we'll just stay as we are. Though maybe if we could save our piety, it'd be nice to get a weapon. We're still using a +0 flail of draining, but no. It will happen eventually, maybe. The sorcerer is probably the main thing that I'm worried about. We're not vulnerable to fire anymore, but we don't have any protection, so a couple of well-placed bolts of fire would be really painful. Also, this is a really bad stair to be stair pulling up to, because we get we get trapped in the corner here and we can't leave. No, as long as there's nothing too dangerous. Say if an Orc warrior or something, sorry, not warrior, warlord comes, we might have to make some plays. Alright, let's put our Trog's hand on. This is kind of bad. I don't want to be... Are they all going to come up? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, good. I don't want to be fighting mited stuff and an Orc sorcerer at the same time, so I split them up. I forgot that I should have Trog's hand on. Let's put the protection from magic on right now, because we know it's... Well, okay, it was just the sorcerer multiplied. I'm going to wait so that the orange guy disappears, and then we'll fight him. Okay. I changed my mind. This is actually a good place to stair pull, because then the sorcerer's summons can't help it. Wargs. Trog grants us ammunition, some more sling bullets, which I should be using. I'm getting lazy. Here we go. Again, vestibular stuff as it approaches us. Yeah, doing good damage. How much skill? We've got 5 skill of that. This weapon is so bad. If we got a not a crystal plate. If we got something like a demon whip right now, this character would be outstanding. I don't know, I guess it's fair. We got pretty good of most other things. We've been lucky in terms of armor, especially. This is interesting. So we've only found one actual stair down, but this wall here, there's sort of a purpley rock wall, and then some stone walls. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe we'll find out as we come up the other stairs though. Alright, so there's one of them. Alright, I don't want to get too greedy. We're just going to stair pull stuff up. That was a wizard. I wonder... I probably shouldn't mess around with that. Yeah, let's put the protection from magic on. I've changed my mind. I don't want to get the very small % confused chance that that's got, and I don't really want to use Trog's hand right now, just on a regular wizard. So we'll put the MR on. Here's a Morning Star. It's a stronger base weapon than a flail, by quite a bit actually. think, yeah, that was the first morning star that we've ever seen. We might use that. I don't know, we'll see. Something is hitting us but doing no damage. I think that was just a wizard. Hey, Trog gifted us a weapon. Alright, so maybe we don't have to, it's a glowing hunting sling. Okay, never mind. He's gonna troll us. We're never gonna get a good mace or flail. And I usually prefer to go explore upstairs before doing all of Orc 2. Looks like there's maybe another disconnected area. Alright, there's our sorcerer. You want to fight them on the stairs if you can. Because their summons can't follow you. What are the chances of paralyzed? 4%. I think I'm willing to risk a 4% paralyzed chance. To save our Trog's hand here. Alright, yeah. We're good. Could have been streak ended there though. Although, maybe we wouldn't. It sort of depends if once we got paralyzed, if that sorcerer then decided to just bolt to fire us a bunch of times. Because paralysis is actually not as bad for a character like this. You keep your AC when you're paralyzed, but you lose your evasion and your shield. So a heavily armored character like this one is still kind of survivable in paralysis. It's when you have something like a Spriggan or a Feeled or something like that has no AC and relies on evasion, because that character, as soon as they get paralyzed, they're going to get destroyed. Well, now I'm confused because we did all our areas. I guess maybe this is just sort of a little beer amphitheater. We got a shrine here, a couple of beer statues, and then some interesting walls behind it, rather than that being a new area. Interesting. This looks like a ghost vault. Not going to be the ghost that I was after, probably. I never actually made any of mine in Orc. But we can come see. Baron von Scrub. It doesn't say. A deep dwarf fighter of McLeb. Okay. Can hit for 41 damage, which is an enormous amount. That is a manual of earth magic, so that's useless. The only thing in here that we can use is 3 stones. Alright, well, I don't think we're going to be fighting Baron von Scrub anytime soon. We can come back later when we're super strong to fight him, but I don't really see the point right now. 41 damage is a lot. And if he's a deep dwarf fighter, he's probably going to have lots and lots of AC. Yep, that looks like a lot of AC to me. It's many crosses. Alright, so we're going to cross him off our to-do list for the moment. Wait, the opposite. We're going to put him on the to-do list. Yeah, not cross him off. Okay, good. I'm just thinking about maybe training some evocations. It's something I was thinking about before I started this episode. So we've got 32 paralysis charges. We have decent ways to deal with tarantellas when we go into spider. That's the main thing I'm worried about right now. If I trained a little bit of evocations, that would give us another one. With paralysis, they should never be able to get on top of us. Well, it can happen, but it will be less likely. I'm going to do it. Let's turn Evo on. I'm going to go to maybe 5. I'm not intending to do a lot. We are still a mummy. Our aptitudes are very bad, so I don't want to spread it around too much. And I'm also going to focus that. So it looks like I'm focusing many things, but in fact I'm trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to unfocus slings, if that makes sense. So everything is normal except for slings, which is less. this is interesting. So this black wall here suggests to me that we just got the pandemonium end for the Orcish mines. And the reason I went ooh is because this ending usually has some demon spawn in it. And those demon spawn, more often than not, have demon weapons. So if we get kind of lucky here, we might end up with a demon whip. And then who needs Trog at that point? Enchanted flail. I don't know. I've kind of just decided not to go for the Morning Star. Probably I should. The base damage on this flail is really bad, even though draining is really nice. I'm going to start backing up. I don't want to be fighting an Orc High Priest in the open like that, because he's going to make summons. Did that summon hit a teleport trap? How did that happen? I know, I didn't see it, but somehow the orange demon's running from below, which is interesting. We're just going to run all the way back to the stairs. Once we're at the stairs, we have no problem fighting a summoner. Yeah, that one there is one of the main reasons why I wanted to get away. Sun demons do a lot of fire damage, especially if you don't have resistance, which we don't. They hit for up to 30 and then up to another 20 extra fire damage. They're also fast, so they'll run you down. So we're going to wait here. It's going to disappear. I don't care about Ice Devils. We have RC. Maybe I should care. That kind of hurt. Wow, okay. Two-shot that orc with the Festibulus. Trying to remember if Curare will work on Demon Spawn. I'm pretty sure they do, but it's not something you normally have to consider, because when you fight Demon Spawn, normally you're a extended character, and by then you, or maybe not you, but certainly I have long forgotten about my blowgun. Alright, what's going to be a little bit scary about this ending, and by a little I mean a lot, is demons. So we just talked about how sun demons are scary. They're likely to be in here. I'm just playing ranged battle with that Orc Knight with a crossbow. That was maybe kind of dumb. So here's a smoke demon. He does fire. He sticky flames you, potentially. But he's not as scary as the sun demon. You're on fire. You cannot rest. This is actually destroying us. Okay. Maybe I underestimated how much sticky flame hurts. It's a good thing that we're not still susceptible to fire. If we were, I would have left. As soon as I saw this pan ending with the potential for sun demons, and I guess they're smoke demons, I would have never come back. No, we would have come back when we had RF. Checking. We've got 9 teleport. If we need to, we can bail. I think the plan, if we do see a sun demon, which is actually our plan for everything, is summon some brothers in arms. I believe I said we were going to start going with dexterity now. 16 evade, still 6. Sorry, 6 evade, stayed at 6. Yeah. Not until we do dodging will that start going up. And we don't have any armor training. Mummies suck. I mean, this one's been pretty good, but you can see whenever we look at the skill menu, and we don't have any armor or dodging at this point. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, eventually. It'll be, once we've done our shields and our evocation, we'll start doing some armor. The reason I'm luring the enemies up here, if it's not obvious, is just to break line of sight with this corner, so that the whole time we're fighting, we're not getting hit by smites from the priests. Trog grants us a weapon. It is a quarterstaff, so we're still getting trolled by Trog here. Where's the mason flail, please, Trog? Alright, we've got a scroll boutique, which is a lot better than this distillery here. It's not going to have any use for us. So I'm not going to spend our money just yet, but we're going to mark these things. So magic mapping is good, teleport's good, scroll of torment's really good when we're immune to torment. It basically is a scroll of half everything else on your screen's HP. Pretty much everything here, except for amnesia, we could buy. Distillery, a very sad shop that we can do nothing with. It could be useful to potentially identify things. I was talking about treasure troves earlier. You can get troves that want, say, 1,000,000 haste wounds or heal wounds or curing. In that case, maybe the potion shop could do something for a mummy. It's a really niche, really niche situation, but could happen. Alright, the Nekasek usually malmutates you, and in fact we just got hit by one, but because we're undead we can't get malmutated. Instead what it will do is rot our stats. So you see here our strength went down to 23. I meant to be doing X, not moving. What I've noticed is, I think for all these monster abilities that don't have their own little symbol, it just does this paw. I think that's what I've noticed. Anyway, I want to back up. I don't mind that our stats are getting drained too much. None of them is at the point where it's going to go to 0. So I'd rather back up just in case. That really hurt. What hurt us so much there? Just, oh right, okay. The Mitred Halberd Orc Warrior. Okay, I'm going to start backing up. We can reset this fight. I wouldn't mind bringing the next sec up with us, just so we're done with him. Alright, good. We'll wait. Get rid of our mites. These guys are all mited still. The halberd, oh, none of them followed us. Okay, good. But the halberd guy shouldn't have followed us. Flail of protection. Let's do another check to see that I haven't missed any other maces. A flail of draining. That's exactly what we have now, except that it might be enchanted. No. Okay, well, we'll stick with our trusty tried and true one that we already have. Step around this corner here. A Bardish of Venom. It's not too bad. As soon as I saw the Orc Knight with a Bardish, I was getting afraid. But we're immune to Venom, so not the worst. Still hurts though, even with all our AC, you can see. Alright. That is definitely where using a flail is almost strictly worse than using a Morningstar. You can see that because the Orc Knight is heavily armored, we're just hitting him and doing literally nothing. What is this smoke? Okay, kind of debated there. I don't know what that was odd. 3% is okay. Yeah, the bolt of fire hurts. See here, every time we're killing one of these magic ones, Trog is appreciating that. So we're getting additional piety here. It's good. We might get a demon weapon. Now we'll see. The plan is to get it off the demon spawn. Kind of giving up on Trog here. He has a flail of protection. Lots and lots of protection here. So there's some summons here with the smoke demon, but because the actual orcs are going to come to the choke point first, I shouldn't have to fight him. Oh dear, okay. Alright, that got a bit crazy. Okay, well the first one has a demon trident. It's not quite the same. We don't have any cross training with a demon trident, unfortunately. Very good weapon type though. This guy is owning us actually. So we got a 35% chance to paralyze him, which is pretty high. But what I think I should have done, which I said I was going to do before, is try to curare him. Alright, that's good. So he now gets slowed, he's very poisoned. I'm going to kite away from him. We can just keep hitting him with the curare. Or we can try. Yeah. And we can actually kill him like that. Oops, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean to step in. I wanted to keep shooting him from range. We'll go one more. Should do it. Alright. Good. Demon Trident Flaming. Alright, so that worked pretty well. That's a High Priest. I'm going to shoot it once to get its attention and then bring it to us. Now, if we could have a Demon Whip, that would be great. Yes, Demon Whip of Venom, which is actually amazing because everything in Spider's Nest, where we're going to be heading next, is susceptible to poison. Alright, so this was amazing. It was exactly what I could have asked for. And then once we finish, we've even got another brand weapon scroll, potentially. Or maybe we'll wait a bit, but I don't know. First, let's kill him. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright, I'm gonna back up. I don't want to be fighting the demon spawn and all these other orcs at the same time. Okay, QRA is good. Still coming. Maybe one more should do it. Our int's down to 5. It's getting a bit worrying. We feel a bit more experienced there, so it tells us the demon spawn just ticked out to the poison. Nice. Let's go grab his Demon Whip of Venom. Very, very nice. That's our main weapon now, 100%. So we can drop our Flail of Protection, our Flail of Draining, this plus 0 Lajatang. Should have given up on a long time ago. And let's throw our enchant weapon scrolls onto this bad boy. I noticed we have some more enchant armor scrolls. I don't know how long I've been walking around with those, but let's put that on our plate of fire resistance. So we're almost up to 30 AC. So this character is really, really nice right now. We're in Orc, we've got a Demon Whip, we've got a +6 plate armor of fire resistance, which is doubly good because we're a mummy, and we've got a shield. Plus 5 ring of protection is pretty good too. Yeah, this character is looking pretty solid right now. Look at that Vestibular shot. We two-shot that guy. Demon Blade of Elec. Wow. There's a bit of something for everyone in here. Just not a Demon Axe. It's the only one we haven't seen so far. I don't know, you might be waiting for a while if you're trying to find the Demon Axe. I'm going to keep him away from us. I don't want any shots from a Demon Whip of Elec. We can just keep him fully poisoned by shooting regular poison needles. That should get him. Did we kill him? Ah, yes we did. Okay, cool. Go Demon Whip. We are already min delayed, its min delay is at 12, and we went to 14, so we actually overtrained. Oh no, this wasted Maces and Flails skill. It's okay. We got a bunch of evocables here. A lot of these we already have. A Lamp of Fire might be interesting. Box of Base is always good. Even more Paralysis. Alright, yeah. So I'm liking this Evocations training right now. And what do we got here? Nothing for us. I think that's it. Okay, so the shop loot not so good, but the enemy loot very good with getting a Demon Whip. So let's check our shopping list. I think first let's just go buy all those scrolls. We may as well. Let's put the enchant weapon on our Demon Whip. We have a lot of things to enchant. We can have a +8 blowgun as well eventually, and we want, sorry, +9, and we want a +9 for Stibulus as well. Wait, have I lost my mind? Do blowguns? Yeah, they do go to +9. Okay, good. For a second there, I thought they only went to 8 for some reason. And then we're gonna get some evocables. I think just for now, I'll grab the Lamp of Fire, and maybe we'll get both Box of Beasts. Alright. We can come back for Paralysis later if we need it. Phantom Mirror if we ever need it. I mean, we don't have Swamp, we won't have Learning. That's the best use of it. Poison Javelins, I feel like we can drop too. And I think we might be ready to go finish clearing the dungeon. I'm really paranoid about this brand weapon scroll. I'm actually gonna drop it. I don't know why, but I just feel like every time I go to the read menu, I feel paranoid that I'm accidentally gonna read it and get rid of our venom. I don't know why. That's strange. Alright, so onto the dungeon. Check of our skills, they're fine. Yep, I'm happy with those. I don't think there's anything else. Yep, let's keep going. Alright, back to D13. So we know there's potentially some sketchy stuff over here. We know that Harold is probably somewhere. I'm gonna say he must have been shafted. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. So he disappeared from D12. And I should maybe talk about Venom on a Demon Whip. So we saw here it only requires 12 skill to use. It's because a Demon Whip is relatively low base damage, especially if you compare it to, say, an Evening Star, but it's really fast. It swings at 0.5, so that's at min delay. So it's really good with brands that don't do percentage based damage. Alec is the best by far. Anti-magic is pretty good because you're putting millions of anti-magic stacks on things. It's good with draining, but it's also good with venom. At least while you're in the stage of the game when venom is still a useful brand. Because you're going to hit things twice per turn. You're going to poison them really quickly, and then they're going to die to it really quickly. Look at this poor soldier ant. He's susceptible to poison. He's going to get destroyed by a Demon Whip of Venom. And actually, now that we've left Orcish Mines, let's put our +3 evasion on again, instead of protection from magic. Yeah, we didn't need Trog at all. What are the odds on this? 8% chance confuse. I feel like we shouldn't mess with that. Now that I really don't care about our piety, we got our weapon. We can just go nuts with this Trog's hand. I mean, I guess we want it for Brother in Arms spam. Alright, it's getting a bit nuts. Let's back up. Getting a bit cocky now. The Komodo, oh, we got the ugly thing and the Komodo dragon together. It's going to do fire damage to us as a red ugly thing. It's faster than us, so we can't walk away. Paralysis wand. 40%. 40%. 40%. 40% of the time it works every time. Alright, good. Here's a white one. I'm less afraid of white because we're resistant to cold. I decided to fight that centaur at range. I just killed it in one go. Bet you regret firing that arrow now, huh? 9 charges of Ice Blast. Really nice. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a bunch of ghosts. We can maybe do that. Okay, we're being hit by something invis. We're on D13. Yeah, and it is hitting us fast. I was going to guess that it's probably an unseen horror. Which, the way that you want to fight these guys is to get in a hallway. So you know which direction you're swinging in. Can't really get in a hallway. There are no hallways. Over there, okay. I'm just gonna go down a different stair because I have to hit a force more every time something invis hits me. If I have to walk that far, hitting spacebar 3 times every move, I'll lose my mind. Alright, it's coming. Okay. Alright, so now I hold control and I press forward. So we're going to swing in the only direction it can be. It's so hard to do. I have to hold control to swing and then I have to let go of control to clear the force more. Here's Harold, so he is around. Alright, he's giving us more nets. So we never figured out what his deal is here, because he's only meant to have Harpoon Shot and Sentinel's Mark, and we clearly saw last time that he still had Blink. So I'm half suspecting that he actually has Bolt of Fire, which makes him a lot scarier actually. But we're going to open by hitting him with the Curare. He's going to get poisoned and slowed. We can't really hex him. I could shoot wands at him. I could make a brother in arms. I think we can fight him, and if he hits us with a bolt of fire, then I'll make a brother in arms. Alright, that's okay. Fine. We get some extra piety because he's a dirty magic user. Here's a debuff mage. I'm gonna shoot the Curare at him as well. Oh, he blinked. I thought we killed him. He is the lightning type, so he is scary. Fortunately, he didn't double zap us. Shadow, that's fine. Okay, here's a hatch up that I want to test, and then let's go have a look at that vault. Seems like maybe they're shapeshifters, because I've seen different enemies. Yeah, okay. There's at least one shapeshifter. There's a couple of phantasmal warriors which actually do scare me. They hit for up to 39 damage, so they're quite scary. It would be much worse for them in conjunction with the flayed ghost that's in there. Whereas the flayed ghost just the shapeshifter. I don't know, I feel like I'm getting trolled here. It seems like there's a wraith, there's 2 phantasmal warriors, a shapeshifter, and then maybe a flayed ghost. Okay, so there's a flayed ghost and a shapeshifter. Maybe the shapeshifter just sort of wandered in here. But what's there? We've got a scroll of identifier, and then we don't know what's underneath. Potentially more loot. This would be a lot scarier if you were someone who could be flayed. We're undead, we can't be flayed, so that's nice. But I'm still decently afraid of a phantasmal warrior. How about we see if we can roll a strong brother in arms, and if we do, I'll open the door. We fail to use our ability. 7% fail. Feels bad. Okay, we've got a troll. That's okay. I think a troll can fight Phantasmal Warrior. Yeah. Berserk Troll is gonna do it. Okay, yeah. Berserk Troll is just gonna kill the whole room. Alright, good. Brother in Arms, they're strong. Use them. Twisted Jade Amulet. Hey, it's a +4 amulet of protection. So that's our first actual useful amulet, which is actually quite good. It's going to bring our shield up to 19. And now that we can reflect stuff, we can just let centaurs kill themselves. always a good time. On to D14. Reflection's probably the amulet that I would most want on this character, except maybe Faith. Faith is always pretty good with Trog. It's good with all gifting gods, because it's going to up how often they gift. But even ignoring that, just having more piety for Trog's hand and Brother in Arms spam is really strong. Let's ID this. 2 Scrolls of Immolation. Well, I'll carry it, because there might be a place for that later on. Thormy's Ghost is a Tengu Scald with regeneration and sprint. Can only hit for up to 11 damage. So this ghost is pathetic. We'll clear the rest of the floor first, but then we should be able to kill him with no problem. Trog gave us some ammunition, some more sling bullets. That is too many ugly things. Do we still have... No. Let's see if we had enslavement. These guys are going to run us down, and we're quite far from the stair still. Maybe we're close enough. Yeah, okay. This is fine. So we can split those up. I don't mind fighting them if we're going to stair dance them, I think. So we can fight them 1 or 2 at a time, rather than a whole pack. I'm gonna give it... Okay, I changed my mind. I was gonna give it a couple of turns to get in the hallway, so then I could fight 1 at a time. I didn't realize that there were gonna be even more coming behind us. So maybe if we can paralyze one of them. Okay, good. This guy is paralyzed. He's blocking the one in the back from switching with him. So we can fight this one on its own. We can get the paralyzed one, and then let's give him a go. I do have enslavement. How didn't I see it? I can't do alphabetical order apparently. Alright. Well, that would have made it a fair bit easier if I hadn't enslaved a couple of them. Hydra's now not afraid of at all. Smoking short bow. Okay, we can't use that with a shield, so that's no fun. Alright. Normally I wouldn't advocate fighting a centaur warrior in the open from range, but we have reflection, so it's funny. Here's the second one. This is gonna kill itself. More ice blast. This looks like a vault of some kind. Should I be afraid of this? Is this going to be filled with traps or something? This looks like a trap. No? Okay, it's alright. We get a bunch of gold. This is scaring me though, whatever this is. It looks like a vault's entrance vault, but we already met that on D13. So it can't be. How did the thingy die? The actor. The actor shot a bolt. Wait, I'm really confused. Okay, so the bolt hit the Yaktor. We then hit the Tengu warrior. We blocked the Tengu warrior's attack. We blocked the Tengu warrior's attack. You whack the Tengu warrior. You kill the Yaktor. What? How did that make sense? I don't think I ever poisoned the actor. Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. The actor was poisoned. Alright, never mind. I didn't notice. I thought he just decided that he didn't want to live anymore. Just had a heart attack or something. But it's alright. He was poisoned. Okay, we've got a good natural hallway here, so I don't mind fighting these ugly things. We're getting hurt. It's quite a lot. These guys are quite dangerous, so I'm going to throw the Trog's hand on for the extra regen. Something that you newer Trog players should do more often. When you have non-trivial fights, additional regen helps you use your Trog abilities. There was just loot in that one corner. Alright, fair enough. I was thinking maybe they'd all be full of loot. Not to be. Let's fight Thormy. He's got a weapon of speed. He only hits for 11, so he's actually pretty useless. If you're wondering what the sprint spell is, that's what ghosts get instead of swiftness. Alright, got him. We get a little bit of extra gold. Fine. Not too exciting. And D15, which is our final dungeon floor before we have to start getting runes. We're going to have our 5 evocations by the look of it. Okay, yep. That's the main thing I wanted. Damn. Okay. This crystal walled bit is going to be the Zot entrance. So I was going to try to just shut this door. We'll exit out for now, and we'll come back and do it last at the end. Trog's hand for the ugly things. Oh, we got outplayed here. Alright, and we're corrode -8, so this is really scary now. Got 3 fierce scrolls, a scroll of blinking, which I don't really want to use. How about we enslave one? If we can enslave the guy behind us, we'll just solve all our problems. Excellent. So we get to switch with him, and I'm just going to walk back to the hatch here while these guys duke it out. Alright, good. Go back up. Rest off our corrosion -8. But anyway, the reason, if you can, that you want to do the dangerous parts of floors, like this entrance vault last, is that if you need to teleport away, you want the rest of the floor to be safe. So you're not going to land, say, in the middle of that ugly thing pack. That's a shapeshifter. There's a Cyclops. Yes, he died to his own large rock. Hoisted by his own petard. Okay, someone opened the door for them. Evocations goes to 5, so that goes off. I'm going to wait for shields to get to 15 before we start doing armor. I mean, we've got 29 AC already, so we're not really in any hurry. There's a 15% chance to get teleport othered by that mage. Not too afraid of it though. Sorcerer, 20% paralyzed. I don't like that. Let's put our Trog's hand on. Good. He has demonstrated that he is not the lightning bolt variety. Oh, nice. New ring of evasion. It's +3. Same as the old one. Oh, we'll switch it. 12 enslavement charges? Wow. Looks like we're about to do some old-fashioned slaving. And an acquirement scroll. Okay, nice. Maybe we'll start the next one with that. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think the Zot entrance vault ever has loot in it, but maybe. Maybe this will be the one time, first time ever. No, I don't think it will. But we want Trog's hand for the mage. He could have 22% chance to paralyze us. which is no good. Put our MR up. He's much less scary. Still is scary, could still always have Crystal Spear, so you do need to respect those guys even with lots of MR. Okay, Shift X Control E removes our exclusions. Yeah, I thought as much. It seemed like we'd already fought everything from out of there. Alright, so I'm going to stop this one here. So if you join me in the next one, we'll be heading to the Spider's Nest, which is quite scary for a mummy. Also, if I remember, we'll be reading this scroll of acquirement. Oh hey, we've got an enchant weapon scroll. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Alright, see you later.